Citizen enforcement means policies that encourage ordinary members of the public to photograph and submit evidence of unlawful behavior. For example, a citizen who produces evidence of a parking violation might be given a small cut of the resulting fine. This House supports widely adopting citizen enforcement. Boo! Clash. We do not support widely adopting citizen enforcement. This is unnecessary and this is going to cause more social division than not, and it unnecessarily overwhelms the criminal justice system. Argument 1. Ordinary citizens are not justified in enforcing the law in this particular way. Premise. It is good that citizens can have a mutual sense of trust with one another in public, and that we only defer to the use of state institutions when they have been qualified and trained by the state itself, such as the police who are armed, or enforcers that are tasked with specifically doing this. People should be free to know that they can be out in public and do ordinary things without the suspicion of others on them, or that they can always at all times be reported and imprisoned by their fellow members. Yes, sometimes it is okay to commit minor violations and crimes in public, especially ones in which the crimes are not severe and are just part of daily life, that police would not necessarily always report or that they would forgive in some instances. They may do this because of approximate relationship or because they've been serving in the community for so long, etc., to fundamental freedom that they have because it is tied to a lifestyle. It is tied to a freedom to be rebellious, and a freedom to just not be at fear of being targeted by enforcement all of the time till they get taken photos of. They are surveyed by members of the public, random people will be videoing them peeing on the sidewalk, etc., and this is all terrible to imagine. And the problem with citizen enforcement is that you create financial incentives that construct an environment of oversurveillance, and this is why it is meaningfully different than just having security cameras or just having police all over the place. Weighing. The most reasonable context of this debate is not severe crimes because ordinary citizens would not usually encounter this nor be the ones to intervene all the time, and it is most likely going to include all those civil misdemeanors and traffic violations that usually do not require, in a principled sense, the type of punishment that will guarantee bad fines and bad consequences on those perpetrating these crimes. Argument 2. Even if citizen enforcement goes well, this is not necessarily socially good. Here it is in my interest to say that yes, even in the worst case where a lot of people get away with these crimes and that the police do not get to report them all of the time, it is usually very bad if more people on net are expected to pay more fines, and that the local police system is overwhelmed with a lot of reports and a lot of evidence that they would have to sift through. Principle. If we can demonstrate that citizen enforcement doesn't produce the social good of deterring crime or getting people to change their behavior, then still we'll win the debate because we prove it is unjust. More people being reported and investigated after the fact causes a lot of daily inconveniences for a lot of people, when really it would have been better for this person to just get away with that minor crime and not get investigated thoroughly for this. Even if this crime was a net negative or a bad thing, we don't always know that's they will stop doing it because people commit traffic violations unknowingly all the time or they commit small things that they overlook easily, and so the guarantee of more reports is just a